Good morning. Now we will discuss about Bresenham's line algorithm. This algorithm is used to scan convert a line from between the two endpoints, right? So let's see what are the steps for this algorithm. Firstly, suppose we have taken a line between the two endpoints, that is P1 dash and P2 dash. P1 dash is having coordinates like xi dash, yi dash, and P2 is having coordinates x2 dash, y2 dash. And we are assuming here that xi dash is less than x2 dash, means P1 is the starting point and P2 is the end point, and the slope of the line, that is m, should lie between 0 and 1, right? So first of all, we will take two parameters x and y, in which we will store the coordinates of the first point, that is x equals to x1 dash, right? And sorry, x equals to xi dash and y equals to yi dash. Next, we will calculate dx, that is x2 dash minus xi dash. Next, we will calculate dy, that is y2 dash minus yi dash, right? And next is dt, that is twice of dy minus dx, and ds equals to twice of dy. We have taken these parameters from the derivation of the Bresenham's line algorithm. And next, the decision parameter on which the line scanning of line will work is d, that is given by twice of dy minus dx, right? So firstly, we will set pixel with initial values of xy, that is xi dash and yi dash. Next, we will check for the loop. We will continue with this loop until the condition fails. So the loop, the condition for the loop is x should be less than x2 dash, means we are starting from xi dash and we will go up to the point until x is less than x2 dash. So next we have incremented the value of x by 1, that is x plus plus. Next, on the basis of decision parameter, since the decision parameter here, you can have two values, right? If the decision parameter has value less than 0, in that case new decision parameter can be calculated as t plus ts. Otherwise, if decision parameter is greater than 0, in that case we will increment the value of y by 1 and also change the decision parameter by adding dt, right? After this, we will set the another pixel with the new values of x and y, and after that we will again check for that whether the new x is less than x2 dash. So this process continues until x is less than x2 dash, and it will stop when x equals to x2 dash or x greater than x2 dash, right? So thank you. So next, let's solve an example for Bresenham's line algorithm. I have taken a line having two endpoints P1 and P2. P1 is having coordinates 1, 1, that is x equals to 1, y equals to 1, and P2 is having coordinates 8, y, right? So initially, in the first step, I have defined that x1 equals to 1, y1 equals to 1, x2 equals to 8, and y2 equals to 5, right? So according to the algorithm, firstly we will set the parameters x and y having the initial values of the first point of line. So x is 1 here, y is also 1 here, and according to algorithm we will find out the other parameters like dx equals to x2 minus x1, 8 minus 1 7, dy equals to y2 minus y1, that comes out as 4, dt equals to twice of dy minus dx, that comes out as minus 6, and ds equals to 8y. Next we will calculate the decision parameter, right? That is d. It is given by twice of dy minus dx, so it comes out as 1. So according to the algorithm, initially we will put a pixel with the initial value of x and y, that is 1, 1, and next we will start with the loop. Now we will start with the loop that x is less than x2, right? So here x is 1 and x2 is 8. So since 1 is less than 8, we will continue with the loop. Firstly, we will increase the value of x by 1, that is 1 plus 1 equals to 2, and we will see that what is the decision parameter. Since it is 1 and which is greater than 0, in that case we will also increment the value of y by 1, and we will calculate the new parameter of d as d equals to d plus dt, and after that we will set the new pixel with the new values of xy, right? In second step, again we will check that whether is x less than x2 dash. So here also 2 is less than 8. So in this case, x will increment. Now we will see the value of t. Since the value of t is minus 5, which is less than 0, so there will be no change in the value of y, but the value of t will be changed. The value of t will be changed and the new value will be minus 5 plus 8, that is 3, right? So next step is, so with new values 3, 2, we will set another pixel, and let's see the step 3. Now here we will also check for the x's, that x is less than x2 or not. So here 3 is less than 8, so we'll increment the value of x, that is 3 plus 1 equals to 4, and we will see the value of t. Since t equals to 3, that is greater than 0, in that case we will increment the value of y by 1, and we will write the d value as t plus dt. So it comes out minus 3, it comes out as minus 3, and we will set another pixel with new values of xy, that is 4, 3. In the next step, we will see that 4 is less than 8. So it means we have to increase the value of x. And since t is minus 3 less than 0, in that case, t will be given by t plus ts, right? And in that case, we will not increment the value of, different parameters. We will just set the pixel with the new values, that is 5, 3. Here we have not change the value of y, because in the case of d less than 0, y is not altered, so y is taken as 3 here only, right? In the next step, 5 is less than 8, so we will increment the value of x by 1. X is 6, t equals to 5, that is greater than 0. In that case, we will increment the value of y, and also the d is given by d plus dt, that is minus 1. So we have plotted the new pixel, that is 6, 4. Next is 6 less than 8, so x is incremented by 1. Since t is minus 1 less than 0, so in that case, we will take value of t as t plus ts, and we will not increment the value of y. So new pixel is 7, 4. Next, we will check out that whether x is less than x2. So here also 7 is less than 8. So we will increment the value of x. D is 7, that is greater than 0. It means here we will also increment the value of y, and the value of d will be given by d plus dt. So we will also set the new pixel with the values 8, 5, right? And in the last step, we will see that whether x is less than x2. Since here the value of x becomes 8, which is not less than the value of x2. So our condition will fail here, and we will stop the algorithm here. Thank you.